Lesson 6, Domain and Range. So a graph is a function if it passes the vertical line test. So we already found out that domains can't repeat for it to be a function. So this is a way to test if your domains repeat. So the way that you test for this is you're going to take a straight edge, like a ruler or a pencil or your finger, or you can imagine it, but you're going to drag the ruler from left to right. And if at any given point in time it touches more than one point at once, it does not pass the vertical line test. So right here it touches once. Once, 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 once. So this one passes the vertical line test, so it is a function. So it passes the VLT. That's all you need to know. Vertical line test, VLT. Now the second one, if we go across from left to right, once, once, then you get here and this ruler hits it twice. And right here, it hits it 3 times. So this one, right here and right here, doesn't pass the vertical line test, so it's not a function. It's still a relation because it's related between the shoe size and the height, but it's not a function. Does not pass VLT. So when you are writing your domain and range, you're going to find your minimum x, your maximum x, your minimum y, and your maximum y. So first we know that this is a function because it would pass the VLT. Also, when you have a circle at the end of a line, it's an endpoint. So the line will not continue past the circle at the endpoint. So our minimum x will be how far it can go left and right. So it cannot go any farther than -3. The maximum x is how far it can go to the right. So it can't go farther than 5. Our minimum y is how far it can go down. So it can't go any farther than 3. And the maximum y is how high it can go. So the highest it can go is 7. When you do your domain and range, you're going to go d dot dot squiggly brackets. So the domain is -3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. All you have to remember, this part stays the same. This is your min, and this is your max. So for this one, same thing. Range, dot dot, squiggly lines. 3 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 7. Squiggly brackets. That's how you always write your domain and range. So for example 3, there's no dots at the end of this line, so that means that they're going to go on forever. So our minimum x is if you continued this function on and on and on forever, it would hit every x point negative, and it would hit every x point positive. So when you have infinity as both your minimum and your maximum, your domain is going to be x is an element of the real number set. And you write it like this. This means element, and this means the real numbers. So all that means is that it'll be every number. Our y has a minimum of 0. It can't go smaller than 0. But it goes on and on up forever. So because we know that y has to be bigger than 0, all we have to put is y is greater than or equal to 0. And that will be our range. And remember, the greater sign will point this way, and the less than sign looks like an L. So that's an easy way that I remember it. So for example 4, It's going to go down forever. So our minimum x is going to be infinity, negative, and our maximum x will be infinity. So our domain is x is an element of the real number set. It'll be every single x. Our range has a minimum of negative infinity. It's going to go down forever. It has a maximum, though, of 3. So we know that the range has to be less than or smaller than 3. So we write y is less than or equal to 3. So it opens down, so it's less than. For our next example, we have a minimum x. It's at negative 2. And our maximum is at positive 2. So D is between negative 2, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to positive 2. So it's between those two numbers. Our range is between 0 and 4. So range 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 4. So there's our domain and range. For this one, our minimum x is going to be negative infinity. It's going to go to the left forever. Our maximum x is 4. So that means it's a really, really nice bracket. Our x has to be less than or equal to 4. So it needs to be less than 4. 4 is the maximum. Our minimum y is negative infinity, and our maximum y is going to be 3. So our range has to be y is less than or equal to 3. For example 7, our minimum x is going to be negative 1. Our maximum x is it's going to go forever to the right, so it's going to be infinity. So domain has to be greater than or equal to negative 1. So anything bigger than negative 1. So it's going to the right. Our minimum y is at negative 1, and our maximum y is at infinity. So our range has to be y greater than or equal to negative 1. So there's our domain and range for example 7. For the last example, it's going to go on for infinity in both directions. So our minimum x is negative infinity, and our maximum x is positive infinity. So domain is x is an element of the real numbers. Our minimum y is negative infinity. Our maximum y is positive infinity. So our range is y is an element of the real numbers. So that's, always remember if both are infinity, you'll write it like this.